Look, speaking of dogs, everyone's favorite dog, DMX, was honored over the weekend as he went on to his last ride through New York in typical Rough Rider fashion. If you missed it, then I guess you don't have social media, because many of us saw the overwhelming gathering of hundreds, maybe even thousands of friends, family members, and fans following the casket of DMX that was in a monster truck on the way to the service held at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. It was a true celebration of life. And as you can see from the many numerous amounts of people who lined the streets, that DMX was really loved. But I want to know, how do you guys feel about his send-off?
I think at the end of the day, it was very beautiful. It was very him. It was very DMX, Rough Rider. But I got to take it here because I live with a living legend, right? My pops, Master P, he's somebody who changed the game. And I feel like DMX didn't get them roses while he was here. And I know sometimes the good thing with God is he'll always use us, whether we're here or not. Because, you know, people, we're hard-headed. You know, people, we live our own lives and we think the world revolves around us. But if you look at DMX's life, he was here for a bigger reason, for a purpose. And he knew that, whether or not we knew that or the next person knew that. And I think that's the beautiful thing about celebrating him, because he's a true example of anything is possible if you follow your heart and use your talent. You don't have to be perfect, but if you go and you harness and you perfect your talent, you could make a big difference. But I think we really got to start giving people their roses while they're here. And not to keep talking too long, because y'all know I could talk sometimes about stuff like this. But I feel like just like the NBA, we got Hall of Famers, we got all these unions and stuff. I feel that for hip hop artists, if you sell over 50 million records, you need to be in that Hall of Fame like the NBA, NFL, where you always getting this little check or pension check and your family going to be taken care of regardless. And I think it's unfortunate we don't have that, but it's a bigger reason we don't have that, because guess what? A lot of these big companies like to use rap artists.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, speaking of like giving your roses to people while they're alive, I have to give roses to Shira Simmons, who is DMX's ex-wife, because that moment stood out for me during the funeral, that she gave such love and beauty and, you know, just incredible words to DMX's current fiance, Desiree. Like, for me, that was the most beautiful moment of all. And Tashira gave an incredible speech expressing her love and respect for Desiree and the love she had for the late DMX. And then Tashira embraced her as she gave her the stage and told her like to take her throne and represent for DMX. Like, this is some real grown woman-ish right here. What do y'all think about that moment?
Yeah. So, you know, I was just going to say, certain situations, you know, as I'm getting older, I'm learning too, you just have to put your pride aside. And I thought that moment was very touching as well, because we saw true grown women, as you said, Anton, being able to embrace each other because they do have something in common. They both love DMX, you know, so I thought that was grown woman, as you said, grown woman-ish on their part for sure.
And I also think it sets a great example, because situations like this happen in, you know, celebrities' lives and regular people's lives. There's probably going to be an ex-wife and a current lover. And that doesn't mean that there has to be beef. That doesn't mean that there has to be animosity between the two, especially in situations like this. So as everyone said, it definitely was beautiful, but also I hope it sets a precedent from now on as to how to handle these situations.
Absolutely. You know, for me, it showed not only how like grown and incredible these women are, but how incredible DMX was, that he had these type of women in his life that had the maturity and had the power to give other women love too. But also what I noticed, I think that Prince Philip from the UK died around the same time that DMX did. And I noticed that he's considered royalty. And, you know, in our terms, DMX isn't really considered royalty, but we consider him royalty. I think the people consider him royalty. And I didn't see as much love and as much people praising Prince Philip as they did DMX. So I think that goes to show just how powerful and incredible DMX was and what he did for all of us and what he meant for all of us.
Yeah, he was definitely a powerful voice. Gone too soon.
Absolutely.
And in a better place.